All right, future shredders, buckle up, or rather, unbuckle your anxieties. You're about to embark on the most epic journey of your winter life, learning to snowboard. Forget everything you think you know about falling, flailing, and looking like a confused penguin. We're here to fast-track you to fun. This isn't just another boring tutorial. This is your express ticket to carving up the mountain, or at least not face-planting into it quite so often. We're going to cover the absolute essentials, the stuff you need to know to get started without feeling like you've signed up for a snow-covered wrestling match. My goal is simple: get you confident, get you comfortable, and get you laughing, even when you're picking snow out of your helmet. Snowboarding is about freedom, fresh air, and the occasional spectacular wipeout that makes for a great story later. Let's get you ready for that story. First things first, let's talk about your trusty steed and its accessories. You've got your snowboard, your boots, and your bindings. Think of them as your new best friends, especially when you're trying to stay upright. Your snowboard is the magic carpet. It's got an edge for turning and a base for gliding. Don't worry about camber or rocker just yet. Just know it's designed to slide on snow, which is pretty cool. Next, your boots. These are crucial. They need to be snug, like a firm hug for your feet, but not so tight they cut off circulation. If your toes are curling, they're too small. If your heel is lifting, they're too big. Finally, the bindings. These are the connectors between your boots and your board. They're what keep you attached, which is generally a good thing. You'll have 2 straps per binding, one over your ankle and one over your toes. When you're strapping in, make sure your boots are seated firmly in the bindings. Start with the ankle strap, pull it tight, then do the toe strap. You want them secure, but not so tight you're cutting off circulation. A good rule of thumb: snug, but you can still wiggle your toes. Remember, you'll only strap in one foot at a time when you're moving around the base area. The other foot stays free to push you along like a human scooter. It's a bit awkward at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Now that you're acquainted with your gear, let's figure out how you're going to stand on this thing. This is where we discover if you're a regular or a goofy rider. No, it's not an insult. It's just how you roll. A regular rider leads with their left foot forward. A goofy rider leads with their right foot forward. There's no right or wrong, just what feels natural to you. Think about which foot you'd instinctively put forward if someone gave you a gentle push from behind. If you're still unsure, try sliding on a slippery floor in your socks. Whichever foot naturally goes forward first is likely your lead foot. Or, if you've ever skateboarded or surfed, use that same stance. Once you've got your lead foot, practice standing on your board on flat ground. Get both feet in your bindings. Your feet should be roughly shoulder width apart, centered on the board. This is your basic athletic stance. Bend your knees slightly, keep your back straight, and look where you want to go. Your arms should be relaxed, ready to help with balance. Imagine you're about to jump or catch a ball. This is your ready position. Practice rocking gently from your toes to your heels. Feel how the board responds. This is how you'll control your edges later. Just get comfortable with the feeling of being attached to a plank of wood. Okay, you're strapped in, you know your stance, and you're ready to conquer the mountain. Or, more realistically, a very gentle slope. We're starting with the falling leaf technique, which sounds graceful, but is really just controlled sliding. Find a very mellow, flattish slope. You want something where you can barely feel yourself moving. Start with your board across the slope, perpendicular to the fall line. This is your traverse position. You'll be using your edges to control your speed. To slow down or stop, apply pressure to your heel edge, lean back slightly, lift your toes, or your toe edge, lean forward slightly, lift your heels. Think of it like using a brake. For the falling leaf, you'll start on your heel edge, facing down the slope. Gently release some pressure on your heel edge to start sliding sideways. To move across the slope, shift your weight slightly towards your lead foot to go one way, or your back foot to go the other. It's like a slow, controlled side slip. You're not turning yet, just getting comfortable with the sensation of sliding and using your edges to manage speed. Practice going back and forth across the slope, maintaining control. Once you're comfortable on your heel edge, try it on your toe edge. This means you'll be facing uphill with your back to the direction of travel. It feels a bit more unnatural at first, but it's essential. Lean forward, put pressure on your toes, and gently release that pressure to slide. Use your arms for balance. Remember, the goal is controlled sliding, not a runaway train. Take it slow. Embrace the wiggles. Let's be honest, you're going to fall. Everyone does. Even the pros. The good news is, falling safely is a skill you can learn, and getting back up doesn't have to be an Olympic event. When you feel yourself losing balance, try to fall towards your butt or your knees. Avoid falling straight forward onto your wrists or face. Tuck your chin, relax your body, and try to absorb the impact. If you're falling backward, try to sit down. If you're falling forward, try to land on your knees or forearms. Wear wrist guards and a helmet. They're your best friends in these moments. Now, for the getting up part. This is where many beginners get stuck, literally. If you're on your butt, roll onto your stomach. If you're on your stomach, roll onto your butt. You want to be facing either uphill on your toe edge or downhill on your heel edge. From your butt, facing downhill, bring your knees up towards your chest. Place both hands on the snow beside your hips. Push up with your hands and bring your feet under you, using your heel edge to prevent sliding. It's like doing a reverse sit-up. From your stomach, facing uphill, push up with your hands, bringing your knees under you. Use your toe edge to prevent sliding. It's a bit like a push-up into a kneeling position. Once you're kneeling, slowly stand up, keeping your weight centered over your board. Use your edges to maintain stability. It might take a few tries and you might look a bit like a turtle on its back, but you'll get it. Remember, patience is key. Don't get frustrated. Every fall is a learning opportunity, and every successful stand-up is a small victory. You're building muscle memory and confidence with every attempt. You've got the basics down: gear, stance, sliding, and the art of the graceful or not so graceful fall and recovery. This is more than enough to get you started on your first day. Don't try to learn everything at once. Focus on getting comfortable with your board, controlling your speed, and mastering those getting up techniques. The goal for your first day isn't to shred black diamonds. It's to have fun and build a solid foundation. Embrace the humor in the struggle. Laugh at your wipeouts. High-five your friends when they nail a slide. Snowboarding is a journey, and the first steps are often the most memorable. You're now equipped with the knowledge to tackle your first day on the slopes with confidence. Go out there, be safe, and most importantly, have an absolute blast. The mountain is waiting, and you're ready to meet it.